It's a really sad day for the unemployed today. As you can see on my screen, I am down a tremendous amount on these accounts today. All right. Apart from all the sad shit, today sucked. I even put on a bonnet because I was about to go take my nap after I take a loss. It's something I do every time I take a loss. I sleep the pain away. Sucks. Losses are always going to suck, but it's what you do after what matters. You can either cry and bitch about it, or you can come back tomorrow with a new mindset and get back what you know and get back what you lost. These accounts, we were building them up for so long. We still are. Today we took a mean $1,000 loss. We haven't had a loss this big since probably like 2 weeks ago, where we hit daily loss limit. I had about $200 to draw down left, and I brought these accounts back all the way up to $2,000 in profit. Not the end of the world, guys. We're at 50,915. We have $900 worth of drawdown left. That is enough for 2 trades. One normal size risk trade with 5 micros and one small size risk. Let me talk to you about this new dashboard. I love everything I'm seeing here. It tells you everything. Let me see if I can see the March. Okay, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. The second day that the challenge ever even started, we hit daily loss limit. Came back, took a loss, came back, took a loss, came back, and then we took a mean loss today. I was gonna say 1,000, but we still have 2 more days. So my goal for the end of this week now, instead of getting a payout, obviously, is gonna be to get back to 52K. $1,000. That's easy. We can make that. 2 trades in 2 days, and we got that. But just today, going into today, let me just show you the bad delivery that price had. Going into today, obviously, we had this data high that we had at 8:30 a.m. We had red folders at 10 a.m. as well. For that reason, there was one setup that I did not take, and it was this 5-minute gap. Not this 5-minute gap. I think it was a 1-minute gap. Yeah, this 1-minute gap to the upside. We respected. There was another. Oh yeah, we respected this 5-minute gap right here that I also had marked out, and we saw a move to the upside. Right now I wouldn't be in anything, but as you can see, the retest was picture perfect, right to the tick of our entry where it should have been. And we ran for a long amount of time. So now, as I saw this move, as soon as market opened, I'm like, okay, we're heading towards these highs. I'm looking for some sort of sweep and continuation towards these lows. So because of this move in the morning, I became short bias. I'm like, okay, I'm looking for shorts now. If we do pump up, past these highs, we have levels to the upside, and I'm perfectly fine with taking longs around this area. It's just, I want to see some sort of signal that, price is going to keep on going up. And this is where all went wrong. After we got this entry, let's see if we get filled here for some shorts, guys. There we go. We just got in some shorts. My stops are at 132, right above that candle high. TP, obviously, I'm going for 60 points, so I'm just going to move it down. Doesn't look good. Just need this candle to close out bearish, and I think we should be fine. We need ES to dump, man. Let's see if we get the distribution candle right here. All right. Break even's right down here. We're about, not too far. We're about 20 points away from break even on this trade. So one thing I'm looking forward to go break even. That means have no risk on this trade anymore. Come on, NQ. But we were looking so good. What happened, market? What happened, NQ? Even on this trade, possibly a TP, but there you go. Just got stopped out there, chopped for a little bit, and then we had another entry. This is a setup that I would take 10 times out of 10 times. I'm not mad about the setup at all. I am mad about the delivery. Obviously, there's more that goes into it, but there's this 1 minute right here. Let me paint the picture of what I was seeing at the time. 1 minute gap that we respected, right? That we disrespected, had the closure below. inside of another 1 minute gap, all in while we were inside a 5 minute gap. Okay. We push for these highs, these London highs. Notice what happens every time we get close to them. And this last time right here. Every time we get into this area, we're seeing a lot of sellers step up, right? Buyers are very, very weak around this area. If you guys, you can just tell. Every time we get up here, we have some sort of downward structure. So we see this. I'm like, okay, maybe this move was to trap out all the buyers. And the actual move would be towards these lows. So my entry was not off of this gap, was not off the 5 minute gap. I took this entry off the third confirmation that I saw. 1 minute inversion, 5 minute retest, and the third one was a closure. I took my entry off the third confirmation because of how, safe I wanted to be with this trade. We got our entry right here. Oh, let me see. Right here. And I had my stops at top of this candle wick right up here. Okay, whatever. And I had my TP at 60 points like always. And we get the retest right up here. We get entered. We almost get stopped out. Oh, I think I had my stops right here. Yeah. I'm trying to see because I got stopped out for 490. Placement was somewhere here. I'll show in the video. But yeah, got the retest. We see some structure to the downside. A lot of people would have went break even right here, which was only about a 15-point move. I don't like to set my break evens that early. I was looking for this level to get taken out for me to have my break even. Never took it out, and we got stopped out right there. Now, after this, I'm like, okay, like right now it is 9:53. Still have 10 a.m. news to come out. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to chill out until 10 a.m. news comes out. 10 a.m. news comes out. Cool. And we just start chopping. We start chopping bad. To the point where I'm like, okay, if we don't take out this high or, we don't come towards this low, I'm not taking a trade. Took out this high. So I'm like, okay, we might be in for a ride. We might have something going on here. This 15-minute shows up. Could take an entry off of this gap. So 1 to 2. Looks like this. Not gonna lie. If the setup plays out, we get the candle closure below 50% mark. Set my stops. Okay, we just got in. Stops at 198. And we're just gonna pump up to my stop loss. Oh my god, this is gonna be. I'm gonna crash out. All right, guys. This is the trade we're in right now. Am I even gonna need a break even today? This is crazy. This is going straight to stop loss. Wow. Yep, I'm out of there. Wow, that was so fast. Oh my god, I'm down 1,000. And what I was looking for this setup was a closure below, retest, continuation, right? Right now, I wouldn't be in anything. Followed by, I had this gap and then we finally come towards it. Look at the sweep of this previous high, right? Inversion, 1 minute, confirmation, distribution. This 15-minute entry, because outside of this 1 minute inversion, there was no other entry for me to take. First confirmation is always the first gap. I don't take my entry off the first inversion because, price is not ready yet. So I didn't take my entry off here. And even if, I would have never got my entry here because, we just displaced so heavily. I would want us to retrace back up to the bottom of this gap for me to get my entry regardless. So I'm like, okay, I think this might be a day where we just fake out both sides and, we finally see a move to the downside. So now all I'm waiting for is a candle closure below. Since it is a 15-minute gap, right, I'm taking the CE. So I was waiting on the candle closure below the CE. and continuation. Now, as you can see, we get the candle closure below, right? Off this white candle, off this green candle, we get filled into some shorts, instantly stopped out. Like, it was so bad. Goes to show you, not every day is going to be your day. What you could do is, risk lightly and, manage your risk, because that's the only thing that's going to keep you away from blowing your accounts. Any other day I would have hit daily loss limit, but I'm getting better at respecting my rules and stuff. So obviously, we're $200 from hitting daily loss limit. Did not hit it. We are down $1,000 on the day. Puts me down about $5K across because I'm copy trading 5 accounts. And yeah, just not a day that I would want to trade again. But we live and we move on. And I will see you guys tomorrow. And tomorrow is gonna be a better day. So I'll see you guys then.